Rando Jeve Vara Barama Chaza Zenge Chenege Peme Chene Namba Gema Jemba Zende Kado She Basande Jenye Chaza Deshe Shebe Zondo Taye Namba Geve Jem Bale Bare Chemba Do Me Geve Sege Shendo Dem Chaza Duda Rao Yege Duda Chada Nanga Gam Jiden Dumbo Shagene Luba Meba Guba Ne Chaza Gaje Mela Tamba Lula Nazo Wanje Jam Jumbo Rola Jiza Nanda Neje Tsege Dene De Chaza Jaje Jena Bege Bare Chugo Randoza Ego Yega Shagene Meba Chuba Shindo Bara Chaza Dere Jeba Jembo Dege Bawa Namba Zem Chege Janye Janye Denze Chua Danje Male Sem Chaza Kunje Sunge Chage Semo Toga Namba Ge Male Chege Kolo Ge Range Wege Tanan Jem Chaza Rado Gawa Zeb Wege Wege Jawa Bema Sheba Rashi Dudara Deda Jide Wanje Zema Chaza Sashi Gewe Zon Tamje Goba Nuba Nyema Chenye Yawa Yege Hoi Bamba Danje Namba Jema Chaza Deve Nembewe Gemba Danje Shindo Bama Rave Chene Bame Ora Zema Chaza Gawe Tame Met Bawe Chive Wana Nem Yegya Yegya Gone Goga Taye Bone Namba Zem Chaza Sashi Ngola Chage Tege Neje Shagende Chanye Chese Yege Wange Shimba Namba Nanege Chaza Name Game Shema Nange Neshe Nye Sawa Anda Yanda Deme Deba Shimbe Zombo Nye Chaza Kone Goranga Ve Taye Lone Namba Ge Ike Chebe Ane Kebe Riba Hone Java Nyem Chaza Dere Jane Dame Honge Name Sabe Nyem Rira Menda Rada Beze Jide Sumba Yawa Nyem Chaza Laye Tsoe Name Rida Daje Chana Na Tara Nyeze Bege Yege Dena Male Banese Chaza Laye Tsona Gyabo Lada Mia Jede Kune Goza Gawa Zege Cheda Mela Nyemba Sem Chaza Nyema Dawa Gembe Chene Bara Wara Sem Hara Nyezo Dudarai Shinde Jabe Rene Sema Chaza Denye Sona Ge She Duda Yanda Dema Duda Rola Neje Sa Jamba Dere Razo Nyem Tsawe Ngage Doba Deda Chaza Wane Nishu Za Che on je zema baman joma la chai zelo chaza joma nyemo ba mo chene geje lo dan dam jide sombo chege shai ge sa chawa la ne jom chaza dinge dawa gwe do kamba gene jebe sham kama tonda choba na ge rado chebe wara baram chaza senge chene ge peme chene namba ge Jemba Zenja Kato Shewa Saba Samde Jenye Chaza Deshi Shabe Zodo Taye Namba Gewe Jem Male Bari Chemba Tobe Gewe Sege Shindo De Chaza Duda Rao Yege Deda Choda Nanga Ka Jide Dumbo Shage De Luba Meba Guba Ne Chaza Gaje Mela Zamba Lola Nazo Onje Jom Jumbo la Jiza Nanda Neje Tsege Dene Dem Chaza Daje Jadam Beg Pare Jugo Rado Zama Ego Yega Shagene Neba Choba Shindo Bara Chaza Dure Jewa Jembo Dege Bawa Namba Zem Chege Shanye Jenye Denze Chowa Tanje Male Sem Chaza Kunje Sunge Chage Semo Toga Namba Ge Male Chege Kolo Ge Range Wege Tsona Jo Chaza Rado Gawa Zembe Wege Wege Jawa Be Sheba Rashi Duda Rai Dena Jinde Wanje Zema Chaza Sashi Gewe Zon Tanje Guba Nuba Nyema Chanye Yawa Yege Hoi Pamba Danje Namba Dama Chaza Dave Nebewe Gamba Danje Shindo Ma Ma Chaza Kave Tame Bave Chive Vanane Ekya Gone Go Gai Chaya Bone Namba Chaza Sache Ngola Chage Tege Neje Shage Ne Chanye Jeze Ge Hwange Rimba Dombo Nane Ge Chaza Dama Gyama She Ma Nyange Neshe Je Nye Sao Da Yanda Debe Deba Chembe Zombo Nye Chaza Kone Kora Gawe Chaye None Namba Ge Yege Chebe Ngane Gebe Riba Hone Jawa Nye Chaza Dure Jane Dabe Hunge Nabe Sabe Nye Rira Menda Radabe Jinde Sumba Yawa Nye Ma Chaza Laye Tsoye Na Rida Daje Chana Na Ma Tara Nye Jebe Ge Dina Ma Le Bane Se Laye Tsona Gya Lala Mia Je De Ma Kone Gwaza Ga Ze Jada Mela Nyamba Se Ma Chaza Nyamba Da Ge Jene Bora Wara Se Ma Hara Nyeza Dudarai Shinde Jabe Rene Se Ma Chaza De Nye Sona Ge Shive Duda Yanda De Dunda Rola Nije Zon Jamba Dure Razo Nye Ma Zawe Ngage Doba De Chaza Wa Ne Nishu Zai Nye Chonde De Manji Ge Ba Da Ge Ge Wa Ji Sa Tene Sinje Ma Le Ban De Wa Jindo Ge Wa Sho Ya Da Ya Na Ya O Ya Ma Ne Ma Ya Ma Ne Da Ya Ya Da Ya O Ya Ma Ne Ma Ne Ma Ma Ne Ye Zo Da Ya Ya Da Ya O Ya Ma Ne Ma Ne Ma Ma Ne Ye Zo Da Ya Da Ya O Ma Ne Ma Ne Ma Ma Ne Ye Zo Da Ya Da O Ya Ma Ne Ma Ne Ma Ma Ne Ye Zo Da Ya Da O Ya Ma Ne Ma Ne Ma Ma Ne Ye Zo Da Ya Da O Ma Ne Ma Ne Ma Ma Ne Ye Zo Da Ya Da O Ma Ne Ma Ne Ma Ma Ne Ye Zo Da Ya Da O Ma Ne Ma Ne Ma Ma Ne Ye Zo Da Ya Da O Ma Ne Ma Ne Ma Ma Ne Ye Zo Da Ya Da O Ma Ne Ma Ne Ma Ma Ne Ye Zo Da
Autumn de Java, Jamba, and Dava, Sande, Panjava, Chigato, Chatala, Tayato, Moni, Moni, Tayato, Moni, so Tayato, Moni, Mamone, so Tayato, Moni, Oh, such a big the Jamba, the Sangashin, the
Lama Damba Kenan Cheke
Kala
Zambe Zembara Sake Cheke Chandu Angura Namendela Gamni and
So, good morning. Da zange chudan tsoke chuna la chaja badadan da jinzo chije jive sunan je dola benje sanjendo sanje chudan tsoke chuna la chaja badadan je da chije jive sunan je dola benje sanjendo sanje chudan tsoke chuna la chaja badadan da chije jive sunan je dola benje sanjendo So I go whatever I can finish. So that's purpose of my life is to free numberless sentient beings from the oceans of samsara suffering and to bring to Buddhahood by myself alone. Therefore, I must say to the state of omniscience. Therefore, I'm going to take the holy teaching. You listen to teaching, but clarifying the conduct of listening to teaching as well. Okay. So the Sutra of the Salvi Jangba. And Buddha, by holding a rice plant in the hand, then said, any bhikshus who can see the dependent arising, that will see the Dharma, holy Dharma. Who see the holy Dharma will see Buddha. So I think the holy Dharma doesn't kasure. Emptiness doesn't kasure. Ultimate truth, emptiness, and then kasure. And then directly seeing seeing emptiness, but directly seeing emptiness. With that, through that, then you achieve enlightenment. So you see enlightenment, I think, marvelous that. Then by saying that dependent arising, tendency dependent arising, has outer dependent arising, inner dependent arising. So outer dependent arising, in the world, cultivator, the farmers, the farmer who plant crops, not crops, crops. Planting crops. Planting crops. I just remember Mongolia. I think not last time, but time before. So there was the one place, 1,000 monks was killed during the Russia time, communist time. So, but they said bullets. So the two monks stand up, head to head. It's like this. Then you put the bullet, then go through the others. So killed like that. 1,000 monks. So during Russia time. So on quite recent years, they wanted to build Stupa on that. They wanted to build Stupa, but they found out many crops. Some are still kind of fresh. Some are still kind of fresh. Could be maybe in meditation for a long time. I don't know. Some are still fresh. They found out about that. So then they left. Then the Kasuri left the idea, left out the idea to build a stupa on there. Something like that. I don't know, something that's building plans to build stupa, something. So this news. So outer dependent rising in the world, the cultivator, farmer, the one who plants the crops in the field. So plant the rice seed first, then procrastinate with the water and the soil, warmed treasure, warmed. So we procrastinate that. Is the word? Germany. Germany. Germinate. Is that correct? Propagate. Okay, propagate. No, it's a kind of method grow. Propagate? Not propagate teachings. Propagate teachings. No teachings. Okay, all right. Then plants and leaves, the plant and the leaves flowers and fruit gradually comes, rises. Because the primitive ones, seed and all the primitive ones, do that, the latter part, flower, fruit, that happens. So without the primitive ones, latter part doesn't happen. So use that as an example. So relating to that, using that rice plant, then Buddha explained the inner dependent arising from ignorance up to the old age death. So 12 link is a 12 dependent related limb, but the thought relating to the rice plant. Here in the sutra, the ignorance, the one who cultivate the crops and the crops. So in the field of karma, then you plant the seed of consciousness. Then there is a what propagated? What is that? Propagated. Propagated with the craving grasping, the water of craving grasping. Made of wet, you see? Then the plant, the name and form rises. So this is what Buddha said. So now the meaning of this, the first, the beginning, the ignorance, the holding the I real. Grasping I, or the holding the I real, just etching few afterwards. Motivated action. So it's like the cultivator in the field, cultivator. Then, from the field, various crops grow. Bad and good, various crops grow from the field. So like that, from the karma, the result, various rebirth, bad and good, rises. So the karma is like the field. So the troubling, the ignorance and the karma. So karma is like field from the result, various rebirth, samsara rebirth, bad and good rises. So karma is like field. Now the consciousness until the result is ripened, the rebirth, then the karma, bad karma, good karma, sorry, repeating it. The consciousness, until the result rebirth is ripened, then holds the seed and the potential of the bad and good karma. Until the result rebirth is happened, hold the seed or potential as a bad and good karma, you see. So therefore the consciousness is like a seed of the crops. Then the water and the heat, the things, the seed is like bangro is like when you drink alcohol, you have lots of seed inside container. So you put the bamboo or the glass of bamboo, but the pipe is the bamboo, then you suck the wine. In Surgumbu to that. So the baro. So like baro, so this the water and the heat together then make white the baro, the seed that you planted, you see, and make it ripen. Then immediately grow plants. Like that. That's the example. So now the awareness of the craving, grasping the becoming. Propagate this seed of karma. The awareness of the craving, grasping, then you see the becoming. So you see what it does is then propagate the seed of karma. Propagate the seed of karma. So then next, then rebirth, then to actually rise, it happens. The next rebirth actually happens. So, so carbon gas is like the water and the soils, like that. And in the next life, in the womb, then you see consciousness transfer in the womb, then the joins to the next life. And then take birth like this. The consciousness joining in the womb, then they take birth. Then that's like the plant, the result happened. Fruit, plant and the fruit happened. So that's the example. Then future birth happened. So through becoming. So Geshe referred to Uta Namje. Clarifying the extreme of the extreme of the middle way. And Divichidan, Chivichidan, Gunzinchi. Because of obscuration, planting seed, Chivichidan leading, holding all. So showing the 12 deeds, 12 dependent related limb by the function. So ignorance obscures to see the reality. To see the reality of the object. Ignorance obscures to see the reality of the object. The ultimate truth, emptiness. Then karmic formation. The karmic formation. And that cultivate seed of the future life, future rebirth. And consciousness lead the sentient being to the next rebirth. So makes the transmigratory beings deluded. So Vishal says slight differences from the previous sutra, what it says. Here, with the Namji, there's slight difference. So now, like that, 12 dependent related limb, it is said in that sutra, if this exists, this will happen. If this is born, because this is born, so this will be born. Decay this. Because this is born, so this is born. Like this. Because of the ignorance, there is a the karmic formation. The chile. Because of the condition, because of condition of ignorance, then karmic formation happened. Because the condition karmic formation, then consciousness happened. Because consciousness happened, then name and form happened. Because condition, name and form happened, 16 bases happened. Because of 16 bases, the contact happened. Because of the contact, the feeling happened. Because of the condition, the feeling, then craving happened. Because of the condition, the craving, then grasping happened. Then because of the grasping, then becoming happened. Because of a birth happened, that's why old age and death happened. Then also sorrow and shouting. I mean shouting the being pitiful with heavy suffering. So so the shouting, because of the shouting the suffering, the pitiful there, so much suffering. So then suffering, then unhappy mind, and then elements. Like the waves in the ocean become violent, like that. So the elements, you see, like the violent waves, happened there. Instead of calm, peaceful, and then or it means fight. So therefore, the Dunganji Pumbo Temple Bashiba di Juro. So therefore, also like that, Satana, like that, the soul has only, the great aggregate of suffering rises. Totally, the Bashiba is totally suffering nature. The great aggregate, the great aggregate of suffering. So I think great means related to the suffering. So this aggregate is total nature suffering. So this happened. She Mariba saw Juditan, Dive, Change, Juditan, Dijons. So ignorance so forth, because condition, this cause happened, and because it exists, so then result, this happened. So that is so that is a kasure. According to the evolution, or the cause and result, the kasure depend rising from the side of the from the side of the all the time deluding. All the time deluding. In other words, obscure, all the time obscure mind, as well as disturbing. Another thing is, from where the old age death happen, this comes from the birth. Of course, the birth came from the karmic formation, and that came from the ignorance. How the result happened, so like that, how the result happened, then which kind of cause it happened, from which kind of cause it happened. So they explain this. So from the result, then going back to the cause, how it depends to the cause. It shows the rungdo, the opposite of the evolution. Mariba Gabe, Duzika, just like that, by seizing ignorance, then karmic formation ceases. So like that, you see, then it's all good because yeah. The consciousness, then the name of form and contact feeling, craving, grasping, and all that, you see. But the becoming all that you see. Then Gashi, so old age and death. So that shows the evolution of the dependent rising of the cessation. So evolution of the dependent rising of the cessation. Now the by stopping the old age death, then that comes from stopping the birth. So then birth, unless I'm a they named and formed all that, see. So same, goes down to ignorance. So ceasing the ignorance, going back, or go back. So that's Nandan took it, then the Lungdo, Buddha taught the total opposite to the evolution, the dependent rising of the cessation of the suffering. So, Gishira said here, Tanduvi Nenje Pejang Kumbukabani, the one who is wishing to achieve liberation, the yogi who wishes to achieve liberation, purpose of mental on this, to be learned in the to be learned in the evolution and the opposite evolution of the Four Noble Truths. And then Geshe-la explained Sai-Ngoshi. Yang Sai-Ngoshi is actually brought to the Bhumi. Teach Tenjin Dewa Jungwa. Teach Tenjin Dewa Jungwa. Lu Gashini Sungde. Lule Dobe Kwamsa Tenjena. Dembe Chu Dembe Ongde Chaba Inde. Tijawadan Gashini Tuanyi Dembale. Rab the Chawa, Cheso Sungso. Because the evolution, the dependent teacher with why, the evolution of dependent rising. So then, because the stopped the old age death, and then you see, stop the birth and all that, going back again. Then down, where down the stop the ignorance. So the why done? Why show in that way? So that is because of the revealing the truth. The Four Noble Truths and revealing how it's true. So the Like this, the birth and the old death. Shown there. From the truth of suffering. So like this, as a birth and the old is death, as is shown from true suffering. Rabbi Chawa knows the kare, the kung is way, kare. Rabbi Chawa know. The Chawa the kashin doing it bale Rabbi Chawa know. The kung is way. So I didn't get caught here. The birth and the cash, it's shown particularly from the true suffering. Oh, that didn't clear that. So that's referring to the quotation. Xie so sung so by the Buddha. Teta dabashi nidu dini. Teta dabashi nidu dini. Samjen namla kodebi 치료를 얻다가 빼제대 된데라 주니 루준도 루도거나 지라도 섬제랑을 고고도다 들려도 타와도는 배거나 잡아도 맞잡아 마세 remote 때문에 장 고다바 잡아래 엔디루 진도 남들 좀 다들 다 now talking about to control about the drawing all of life. Oh, so the Tabachi Nidutini, this about the story of the Four Noble Truths. Information that the story of the Four Noble Truths. For the sentence beings easy to understand, then Buddha referred to outside crops. Clearly explained. Through evolution of 12 dependent limb. Dependent rising, the evolution of the 12 dependent limb, the dependent arising. Then then through the opposite to evolution, it's because stopping the death and the old age and death, because stopping the birth and all that going back. So in particular, each living being, how it circles in samsara, and how each living being achieve liberation from samsara, the opposite to the evolution of samsara, you see? So, clearly showing through example. Besides that, then even show how to draw that, both evolution samsara, then how to stop. You see? But the liberation, it's the liberation of samsara. So, by showing through drawing, easily, to show easily, to draw easily, then shown through the drawing by Buddha. The one story is explained from Duwa Namche, clarifying the distinguishing the Vinaya. Then, don't be in the Sheriki Chok, Sheriboda, the Rugi Chok, Mango, Ni, to this draw, Rugi Ne, so the Rugi Shektas. Among the Buddha's disciple, here listener, the follower lesser path. So, who is excellent in wisdom is Sheribu. Then, who is excellent in psychic power is the Mangoljipu. So, those two, time to time, with the psychic power, they go through the 6 realms of the transmigratory beings. Then they come tumbling in the our southern continent. Then explain the sufferings of each individual being, such as hell beings, so forth, to the disciples of Buddha. Chungao, the Buddha's younger brother, Chungao, so dislike the celibacy. Then, you see, they bring him with the psychic power, this in the lower realm, the hell realm, show suffering of the hell realm, you see, with the psychic power. Show the suffering of the hell realm to the younger brother, Jungao. And the shortcomings of desire. Show him the shortcomings of desire. If you follow desire, what happens? All the world you have to suffer. So show the shortcomings of desire to him. And actually show him. Then through that, then he is able to enter in Dharma, holy Dharma. Then all the surrounding the disciples, and then they came. They are around Buddha. They came. So then you see the whole story. Ananda explained to Buddha all the story. Then Buddha said, after explaining all that story, the psychic power, wonder, 6 realms, and then showing all the suffering, lorium, hell suffering, and shortcomings of desire, showing the younger brother, all that, you see. Other explained Buddha. Then Buddha said from the sutra, Dwanamji, Ananda. So all the time, Bhikshu Sharipu and the Bhikshu Mangaljipu, two like this won't happen. Two like this, like Dim, who is one is excellent in psychic power, and Sharipu is a wisdom, Mangaljipu excellent in psychic power. And then so go around to the six realms with the same power to show them, all that won't happen. Therefore, outside the door of the monastery, then write down, draw the wheel of life, So I think that might be Sura Asura. There was one, then Sukhiram the 5, then Katsuri. Oh, draw this wheel of life. Really. 10 minutes. Okay. Wrong about something never draw the Dundra draw the Ida draw the Lame, I draw them. I draw them. Yeah, draw towards us. So draw. Make drawing 5 transmigrants. So hell transmigrating, animal transmigrating, preta transmigrating, and deva transmigrating, human transmigrating. So, right, draw. And then third, something new to be done, you draw to. And also said, at the end, down below, at the end, the helpings, animal, predators, draw. At the end, also that's precisely mentioned. So the 3 Lord realms down below, draw. And 3 Lord realms draw down below. Though that shows there were human beings, and you should draw the content there. And then also Shalubapo, Nupantu, Eastern world, Lupapo, the double border, and then on Western Palantu, India, or Catholic. The Catholic cow, then west, north, not having interest sound. So before they die, 1 week, you see, before they die, if they don't die after 1 week, then they hear uninteresting sound, which means they're going to die. Chantaming, Zambuling is with the south of continent. So draw. Yang Tingile, Duanam Jele, In the inside, you see, draw attachment, hatred, ignorance. Sanje kusu nyangale devi, jingoro kabo tomba chua chaos. And then Buddha's holy body draw. Then nirvana, soulless, nirvana, and then water circle. Is it Buddha doing this? Pointing to the other side, the verses. Then the verses, then pointing that is to practice. You free, want free from something. So then here there's a water circle. There's a shows the liberation from samsara, the nirvana. So the water signified by water circle. Juju semjen, juju semjen, sujin jume tuji, chipo watan, gyawatan den chiwa chao. The entering bird, sentence means means entering bird. So in the manner of, you see the well, there's 6 different types of explanation. Geshe-soba explained 6 different types. There's 6 different words to explain. So I don't remember now. So the well, you see the container to bring the water from the well, from down the well to bring the water to the container, charged with the ropes, you see. So then you send down, then bring up water. Again send down, bring up water, you see. So in that manner, then death happening, transparent consciousness, death happening, and then also birth happening. Draw also those, birth and death. Kora kuyudu tenji jawajime elatu, kora kuyudu tenji jawajime elatu, Kora Kuyudu, the evolution of samsara, Tenjin Tawachime, Ela Ni Rus Juatan. The missing the word, the thing being print. Then the other Korakoyuto said the evolution samsara, the circling. Then the other Tenji Dawachime Lato. So the Ela Tuni, Tenji Dawachime Ela Tuni, Luz Junga, the root of our time, Chiva Chaching. Tamje Medabe Sungar Chiva Chavos. Korakoyuto and evolution samsara circling. Then the 12 dependent little limb explained in the called the evolution, and then cessation, see, from the old age and death, then cessation down to the ignorance. Draw there, all that, and then all are possessed by the impermanence. Tamde medabe sunga chiva chavos, all are you see, all are not free from impermanence. All are stained or possessed by the impermanence. So the entire whole of the five types of being, the whole will lie holding in the mouth of Lord of Death. In the mouth of Lord of Death, that's the whole nature of impermanence. To show that. Because of impermanence, death. You see? So to show that. Shiata, Suzjava, Nivo. Then two verses. Then Buddha explained to write down, see. Attempt and eliminate. Sangetara Juvacha, attempt to teaching Buddha. Then became the long tension. Like the elephant, then became the long tension. Like the elephant got stuck in mud. See, the mud house, then, the mud houses. In the mud house, the elephant got stuck in the mud house. Once you go inside, then you see difficult to come out without the difficulties. So you got caught inside. Mud house, the bichim, lantis. Chida then shower tires, then destroy the Lord of Death. So I do not translate the Chida then the shower tires, destroy the Lord of Death. Can she wrap the pie? Anyone who has extremely careness, who has extremely careness, who engage in this Dharma, Vinaya. Who engage in this Dharma, Holy Dharma, Vinaya. Or means morality, you see, emphasizing the morality, Vinaya. Or then also to do the Holy Dharma which subdue the mind. Such like Lamdrim or the other who engage in this Holy Dharma, subdue the mind. So you abandon samsara that you're born with, that you're born in. So you abandon samsara that you're born in. So this way then your suffering of samsara become ended. It ends. Shechawayan Tiwachawu. Shesoji Dodi Sibi Kola Chawa to the Sabbath Somas. Shesoji Dodi Sibi Kola Chawa to the Sabbath Somas. Tetone, Temi Shevanala, Tetenevi, Geloyan Koa Sunday. So Buddha has clearly explained the Chanawa, the five, the transmigration brings the wheel of life. Then, by seeing this, who doesn't know the meaning, then you put one monk there to explain the people come from outside. You see, 잠새다 김다 와신 학반남다 대뜸을 뒤에 그런 거와 차고 인디비니아 도안남지 said and then 잠새 Brahmas and the Chimda the benefactors who come to the monastery then should give responsibility to one monk to explain. Oh, okay. So I'll start here. That's good. The oral mission of Buddha with the benefits and aspects and benefits altogether. This is Dhamma, but there are different lamas sitting there, but this is Dhamma, easy to read, easy to remember, easy to read. So this is translated by a monk, I don't know his name, from Sarah, translated into English. So you can get this. This is so good. Together it comes benefits and how many times things come up, how many humans could be, and then how aspect of this, you see. So they won't have much to I received this from the Jebin Great Lama, New Jersey. Sorry, the memories are bad. Most then you see, if by rasa one time, it purifies 100,000 nikama, 1,000 eons nikama. It's so precious to recite. You understand? If you read the meditation Buddha, the sutra, oh, they're so lucky to be able to recite even the Buddha's name, even just one time a day. So there's all the wishes, all the whatever you pray to succeed. Then the So I wonder, I wonder a little bit about. So anyway, the Katsuri, in the center, the three animals, the Katsuri, pig and the chicken, not chicken, sorry, the Geshe Sovereign said in the sutra, the pigeon. So also Geshe, there was also in Geshe, he said, pigeon, why pigeons used? Pigeon so unbelievable strong attachment that you see, I don't know much of a wife or husband, so you see pigeons, he said the Katsuri partner, the wife, husband. So even the snot, people throw snot on the ground, you pick up snot and you feed the partner. So it's so unbelievable strong attachment. So the pig ignorance, the root of samsara holding the art real, so was not. So the coming together, the Katsuri Ekonde coming together, the pigeon's tail, snake tail coming together. So that see from ignorance coming attachment, anger. So it's not chicken, but you see from Nepal, there is a pigeon, but very little. Mostly hen was the cuckoo, I think. hen. Oh, I think they draw cuckoo, the hen. So came. Then the snake tells the mouth of the government, yes, attachment, if there's attachment, then the anger comes, yes, but both the tail come from the pig mouth. So then there's a Katsuri, this side white, this side white, show the positive karma, virtuous karma, the white, then this side black, this side white, in the drawing, the Tibetan, they're all well dressed in the golden prayer was going up the dendro, happy transmigration. Realm the happy transmigration. So, anyway, well dressed and they're happily going up, you see, through Pure Land Road. I mean, so this one is naked, it's coming down, the hands tied to the ropes, and the yama bring it down. So that's non-virtuous karma. Oh, then going to the Lord realm, so it's like that. So anyway, the virtue, non-virtue, they're going up the higher realm, they're not going down lower realm. So then it's hell, hunger, ghost, animal, all like that. You see that three lords. So that you see show the suffering example of suffering pain. Doesn't mean only animals have suffering pain. Doesn't mean that, but it's the main one. The main one. So Lord and suffering, she shows suffering pain. So if you are in samsara, you're born in samsara, though, you see, delusion comes, then you suffering pain, you see. Then there's a human being, so that is to show suffering change. To you see, so to merely show that suffering change. Doesn't mean that there's suffering pain, no suffering pain. Doesn't mean that suffering change is show that. Then previous compound suffering chapter. So on top there's some rule of lives have the 16 levels. So that four are stable contemplation, stable contemplation, sandeshi. So there's in the 7 categories, and they say, so some should draw that. Then formless realm is not I think formless realm is not drawn that, but anyway, so is a formless realm on top of that. So, that shows that, yeah, formless realm does that. So, so that. So, you're born sometime, delusion karma, you're born something, delusion karma, then you're born sometime, then you see the suffering pain, the Lord, suffering change, then the previous comparison suffering, see the formless realm, so formless realm, you see. So then it describes that. So he explains. So to describe that. So then how you get reborn? And then they shown through 12 dependent little limb all around like that. So the way it's done is then they assume that 12 dependent little limb. The way it's drawn there is according to 3 12 dependent little limb. So the way it's drawn there in the painting is like that. It doesn't go straight past the seven things happened. So Nyamosumo, the past of this will, right? The ignorance and the craving, grasping. Laying is a karmic formation and becoming. It was done already. Yeah, that happened already. 3 delusion direction. Then now 7 result you're going through. So now what is left is the past or death. Death is left. The old age is that. That happens in every year, every month, every week, every day, every minute, every hour, every minute. So it's happening. So I mean, there's the worldly definition, the wrinkles and the skin hanging and all that, you know, the white hair and so. So that I have full of white hair. So I mean, so anyway, like this. So she's not doing it. She's not doing it. Then again, while you experience 7 result, then while you having, then again you start 3 delusion to karma, and so again 3 and 2 the rises, you know, 3 delusion to action. Again you see start. So you see, we start with ignorance. We create root of samsara. We create the root of samsara all the time. Every day, every minute, every hour, every minute, every second, we create the root of samsara all the time. As I described it many times. So every day we create so many times samsara. We create our mind, create so we're not maintained on emptiness, independent arising, then there exists mere name and empty. We're not meditating, then you say our mind has to create samsara, the ignorance, root samsara all the time. And then we start create samsara so many times in an hour, even an hour. So you see, while we experience the 7 result, so see, every day, so you are in the prison. You see, even you finish this life, told about the little limb of this human being, finish karma, finish. There's another prison. There's another prison is told when the little limb, you created already, 3 religion to karma, so then you finish the karma, then another one, there's another one. So endless like this. No end, endless. But this is how we have been from beginning to the and then this is how it goes. Endless. So therefore now, you see, I don't know about women liberation, but this now what really you have to be free is from this. This liberation, then you have to this liberation. Then you have to think every day, every hour, every minute. You have to think. You have to work for this. This is the one you need liberation from. This is the one you need liberation. Otherwise just play. Other liberation just play. So like children play. Like children, they put their feet in the sand. They put the sand, and this is my house. Then if somebody collapses, then they will cry, you know. So children say, anyway, all of this, now you understand why Dharma is so important. Why Dharma is most important. You understand? That money, job. To back to Dharma. Now you see, so important to mental emptiness, to listen, reflect, meditation, as much as you can. You make it near to realize everything, at least in this life. If you don't realize, but make it near as much as possible. So important. You understand? All that. And then something also, of course, bodhicitta, that one's all the achieving enlightenment for sentiment, Papa. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you very much. Okay, all right.
So, page 249.
Huh?
Page 249. So, Thanksgiving Mandala for all the precious teachings received. Ingawa Jana Doji Jajim Bodang Mo Yama Jama Yonzo Nembeangano Denge Lendo Zenge Mende Jezu Lama Losa Toan Doji Jajim Bo Kyaje Dode Zoba Rembo Jebe Zambo Jengane Tibai Jembe Sonjo Samo Nebara Dobe Kajen Dara Geyendo Jingam Biwa Gewo Benzambon Ahoy Wanje Zenge Saije Ahoy Benza Rege Ayawa Jinja Yago Yenge Koge Vezo Ringa Bode Rai Jane Mambo Loi Zambo Le No Yamalanje Chan Dame Nye Le Na Le Ma Maya Dangaya Jen Yonja Na Lanjondo Dame Nida Dame Nigenda Rinpoche Rewa Ba Zangeje Deje Ba Mame Baye Lodo Golo Rinpoche Nobo Rinpoche Zoma Rinpoche Lobo Rinpoche Lambo Rinpoche Dajo Rinpoche Mabe Rinpoche Deje Baye Bomba Ingema Chiwama Liyama Garama Mendoma Dibama Nazama Chijama Niyama Dao Jendi Chole Namba Gevega Uzo Ladami Baji Puzo Zoba Matawa Mep Sanshi Yido Dena Jinje Zawa Gibara Jive Bande Nama Gamba Nam Kabara de Yonzo Dembe Ngada Tenge Lendo Tenge Med Jeze Lama Lo Santo Doje Chaje Kabje Tude Soba Rimbo Jebe Sambo Shengan Teba Chimbe Sunju Sambo Lebara Tobe Kadin Tara Ge Yud Shingan Biwa Gewo Doje Jive Dendo Jezo Shine Gyanda So Jawa Nange Tadanya Simje Danje La Tu Tsewa Chimbe Goneji Joy,
Rinpoche, Most Holy Dharmakaya, Guru Chenrezig, Vajratara. On behalf of the Heart of Wisdom Board, I want to thank everybody who has been involved so much in making this retreat possible. The board began well over a year ago, and during that time we have experienced a tremendous level of harmony and cooperation, not just from the local people here in Bendigo, but from all the centres in Australia, in New Zealand, and Tasmania. Myself, on behalf of the monastery, and Ruby Kame, on behalf of the Teacher Centre, Ian and Judy Green, on behalf of the Great Stupa, and we're on the board, as well as John from Western Australia, from Highgriever Centre, and Mark from Tower Institute. So, without the tremendous energy of Loza and Dorji, the retreat coordinator, it may have been pandemonium or chaos, but things, everybody has agreed, has gone so smoothly and so well, and we anticipate that this is one step along many steps in the future as our amenities improve and this region in Bendigo becomes, as was Lama Tupanyechi's vision, a major hub of FPMT activity in the region. So Dorji has been supported by a great team of volunteers, too many to name, but we thank them so much for what you have done prior to the retreat and during the retreat in organising all the facilities. We thank the kitchen, the cooks managed under the supervision of Brian, who did a magnificent job. I added a few constructive comments, but no, it has gone so well. Bob, who collected the garbage every day. Nobody saw Bob, but he didn't work very hard. Every morning we'd be drowning in garbage. And then, Rinpoche, we thank you for 6 weeks of giving us the most valuable and most inspiring teachings from the beginning of the path, Guru devotion, up to the end of the ordinary being's path and the beginning of the Arya's path, realizing emptiness and generating bodhicitta. And finally, this morning, you've completed all the middle part of the graduated path. Rinpoche, it has been so inspiring. And from deep in our hearts, we request Rinpoche to come again soon, as quickly as possible, according to how your vast responsibilities enable it to happen, to confer the Guru Samaja empowerment and continue with what you have begun, the Rinchen Gyatso series empowerments, from deep in our hearts. From our side, we pledge soon, maybe next year, early next year, to hold a group Chakrasamvara retreat, so that those who have taken the promise to do the retreat will have the opportunity. So a teacher centre in the monastery, and no doubt supported by the Stupa management committee, we will hold that retreat and give people the chance to complete their promise. Rinpoche, the words are beyond me to express how much we have appreciated your presence, your energy, and we promise to put your words into action, to every day remember how to practice Dharma, not just read about it, but to do it from our hearts. May you live long and be well and return again as quickly as possible. Thank you, Rinpoche.
Rinpoche, Sangha, Venerable Sangha, brothers and sisters. As chairman of the Heart of Wisdom, the organising body, it's my responsibility to present a report on the structure of the retreat and also its finances. So first of all, like Venerable Gyatso, I wish to thank the dedicated team who've worked tirelessly and voluntarily for the past 18 months to make this retreat such a success. And I want to begin with Venerable Roger. There he is. Because Roger has been offering advice and guidance all along the way, right up to today. And of course, I want to thank Venerable Gyatso, our Vice Chairman, who's managed to overcome his fear of committees to offer wisdom and advice to the Heart of Wisdom Board. And also Judy Green, who's offered her wisdom gained from 37 years working on the site. Ruby Kame, Ruby's been a very hard-working member of the board, also working in finances and in secretarial roles. Mark Fernandez, who's from Tara Institute, and Mark has contributed a lot with his financial background, his budgeting, and also his clear, unemotional evaluation of our financial decision-making. John Waite from Hayagriva Centre, who has a wealth of experience gained from running and attending many retreats around the world. And then we get to, not board members, but very key members, Tenzin Zapel. So Zapel has had the responsibility of preparing the spiritual program to meet the vision of Kyamche Lama Zopa Rinpoche. And Zapel has been able to gather an incredible team to run the spiritual program. And finally, I come to Venerable Losang Dorji over here. So Dorji has really been the linchpin of this retreat. He's dedicated over a year of his life to make this retreat a success. In many ways, it's a thankless job because of human nature. It's human nature to contact people when we have a problem and perhaps to take them a little for granted when things are all going well. But throughout Dorje, throughout the planning and the retreat itself, Dorje has been faultlessly maintained a most professional, cheerful and incredible work ethic. Now, if you haven't already thanked Dorje and begged him to come back and coordinate the next retreat, then I ask you to do it now with a big round of applause. Thank you, Dorje. Now we get on to, if I can get my page turned, onto the financial side. So, running a retreat with a budget close to $750,000 is a big responsibility, and the costs of poor planning and miscalculation are potentially disastrous. I'm pleased, however, to let you know that we have in fact made a modest profit on the 2018 retreat, which I know the board are all very, very relieved about. There have been times when Mark was very concerned we weren't going to make this stage, but we have. So with those excess funds, we have allocated the excess funds to an offering to Rinpoche, his attendants and the retreat Sangha officials. We've also allocated some funds to go towards infrastructure development at the Great Stupa Atisha Centre and Tultun Shedling Monastery, with the aim that future retreats will be more comfortable, less expensive, and, for those who love the generator, less noisy. We've also retained a seed fund which will help us establish the next retreat, so that's for the early funding required to set up a retreat. Now, just before I hand over to Venerable Dorje to thank the Gompa team and the amazing volunteer crew, I extend an invitation to you all to be part of the blessing of the St. Francis statue by the Bishop of the local diocese, and after that there will be a speech on the inspiring example that St. Francis is for us all. So that will be at 2 p.m. down at the statue in the Peace Park. So thank you all very much, and I'll hand over to Dorje.
I wanted to take the opportunity to further try and highlight this particular retreat. Except for the catering, which was a contract, every single thing that has been done here has been done by a volunteer, which I think is fantastic. And that's starting months ago, not just now. I put 3 teams together. So there was what I called a Gompa team that was headed up by Sapel, who has been fantastic for me. It's something I didn't have to worry about. I had an office team and what's called a grounds and maintenance team. Predominantly those 2 teams, most of their work was done during the retreat, but there was certainly some lead up to that. In particular with Sapel, there was lots of obstacles getting to the retreat with her family and so forth, but if I rang her up, she helped me, which was fantastic. Thank you. Geshe Rabton, thank you so much for supporting Rinpoche with the teachings. It was certainly appreciated by those who couldn't come to initiations and so forth. So thank you very much. Geshe Sopa and Michael Yeshi, what can I say? With supporting the day-to-day, getting up so early of a morning and coming here and working for the benefit of everyone else. It's greatly appreciated. Venerable Danshan. Thank you so much. It has been, and the feedback I get about the chanting and so forth, and your support with the Chinese community is really, really appreciated. Venerable Choki, again, the Gompa, and being here each day, ensuring what needs to occur has occurred, and getting your support has been, especially for disabled, has been really appreciated. Venerable Joan, up the back there. Though she's up the back, her words are up the front the whole time. And believe me, it's been really appreciated. Thank you. Venerable Holly, Rinpoche not only wants to provide teachings to the people here, but throughout the world. And without Holly's support in making sure that we've got the camera operating and the team up the back helping her, many, many people would miss out on wonderful teachings from Rinpoche. Thanks, Holly. And Cherubin Tender. Where are they? They're hiding. Thank you so much. Ciliana, for providing the translation. It's been appreciated by those who have been receiving it. I've got plenty of feedback, so thank you very much. Tanya and Phil, again, what can I say when you look at an altar like this? Venerable Elsa and your team, working up there tirelessly. I haven't had to go up to the monastery very often at all, so please pass on my thanks to Jill and to Carrie for me. It'd be really appreciated. Thank you. The other big team has been the office team. I had people starting work on that. As you know, people were able to start booking back in September last year. We were given, part of our role was to ensure that we did not spend too much money, that we could make things as simple as possible. So my team worked really hard on that, and there were people like Teresa Smith who started working on the spreadsheet months before the program even started. Then I had people working such as Cynthia on our Karma Yoga again this time. We met regularly down at the local coffee shop, down at the Tara Institute. She even paid for me, which I really appreciate. I love my coffee. So, and as you can see, the Karma Yoga has worked really well. And so, thank you. I had two work exchange people, Grace McDougall, who was here, and Kieran Pratt, who had to leave this morning. I took him down to the train. He's heading off to Nepal to work over there for the next 4 to 5 months. So to those two people in particular who helped me with, in particular, the tents and the office, worked tirelessly. I allowed them to come to the teachings whenever it was possible, but they've been fantastic in doing that work. Thank you. Andy started working with me months ago on putting the website up. We had our issues in making sure we put the right things up for there to make it easy for people to understand. I would give him things and he'd read it and go, "What are you talking about, Dorje?" And then he'd rewrite it for me, and bingo, there was a beautiful website, and it continued right up until this day. Thanks, Ed. Peter Lane and his crew in all the audio. I think that it's worked tirelessly. There's been only a few problems, but they've been able to solve them, and hence been able to listen to Rinpoche and people making announcements like me. Thank you. And I had Wendy Buchanan, who's the bookkeeper, who has, of course, been looking after the finances for us without her, and keeping me on track and making sure it balanced every day. So I thank her very much. The last team was our grounds and maintenance. I had people like Mark Galloway, who started working with me miles before the program started, who continually looks at traffic management, all sorts of things. The marquee that's not falling apart over at the kitchen, gas leaks like we just had this morning. Well, I was a bit late because there was a gas leak, and so we had to fix that up. It just goes on and on. Steve Williams, who's really supported me in looking after the different parts of the grounds and Masons, particularly down at the teacher centre for me. It's been fantastic. Bob Waterhouse, last time we paid a fortune for people coming in and doing all the garbage and so forth. Bob's done it voluntarily for the last 6 weeks, which is fantastic. And the last one from my side is Dennis Kenny, who's worked tirelessly up at the Great Stupa end of things in supporting me with making sure the generator continues to provide power and and odds and ends. When I first put this team together, the aim, I said to all 3 teams, was to provide as best we could an environment that would allow you to be able to spend your time here with Rinpoche and not worrying about whether you're going to get food on the table, whether your tent's not going to get blown over, that there are toilets available, they're not overflowing and so forth. So I hope that we've done a reasonable job in that, because Rinpoche's teachings are what you should be focusing on. So thank you for your energy and working as hard as you could to spend your time with Rinpoche. Thank you.
From bottom of my heart, and I appreciate who built the monastery here, what's the name of the monastery? Tupten, and afterwards Shetup Ling. Yeah, the name of the monastery. Now it's recorded on your brain, on your skull, it's carved. So already explained some, already introduced. I just say, Kazuri, for all his effort for a long time for this retreat. That's what we did with the Bodhisattva mind. Then, then England, all that, you see, all whatever dedication for sentient being, for the teaching Buddha. So for the retreat, then what he did, and every single thing, and then Khatsuri Doje, manager Doje, every single thing what he did with the Bodhisattva mind, dedicated for sentient being, for ascending me for us, and then for the teaching Buddha. Then of course all the dedication is also for his, our Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, present founder of Buddha Dharma. Then his Holiness, who is the sole object of refuge, our guide, our father, our mother, our guru, everything. So I was offering every single thing what they did is offering. So now Katsuri here is written. Katsuri, then Katsuri here. Michael Losan organized and all that, and then helped us to Stupa, and then Kazu Unze, then Dechen and Gyatso, Gyalten, So then, excellent, and very such like this never happened. They consider so peaceful. They practice so peaceful, moving mind. So peaceful, moving mind. Even the cultural tourist or the outside people come and they really, felt the richness of feeling, the spiritual feeling, that. So we come very peaceful. So I liked very much. So thank you very much. Then also translating. I told Dalton to learn church chanting. She can pick up everything. So learn church chanting and Vajrayogini chanting. Those elders, the newness, rather easy, but those two Kannada chanting. There's one chanting that I did, so that. So anyway, I want to see the FMT nuns able to do church practice. Otherwise, church practice. Church practice, real meditation, real, not just chanting, meditation, and that's basically London practice. So anyway, so all the translators here, sorry, I remember it's so bad to remember them. So everybody who did translate, all the others who did translation. So so thank you very much, and to many people outside listening. And then through Dechin Sanskrit, they go to China, and so those who have the possibility to freedom for those opportunity for those who have time to listen to that. So then I don't know about all the names, all the Jatsu and the English explain so I want to say everybody here who helped with this retreat, anything done with your body, spiritual mind, any help, anything so from my heart, from bottom of my heart, I thank you very, very much. So it helps all of us. It helps all of us to practice. It helps all of us. Then that helps to all sentient beings, because we dedicate for sentient beings, we pray for sentient beings, we practice for sentient beings. So it helps every single helpings who are most suffering right now. The numberless suffering right now, and the hunger goes, and the numberless animals, the human beings, asuras, and so you see, we do for everyone. We do for everyone. So they help for numberless sentient beings, for everybody, even the ants and even the flies here around. Everybody is a great benefit for them. So thank you. So then you do the advanced precepts diligently after, with much patience, with much compassion and devotion, and that's really, really good. Well, that's the benefit, not 60 sentient beings, but you see this world and in Australia and here, Pentecost. And yourself, take care, no question yourself, then to enlightenment, So everything, every practice, it would be hardships. Every practice you did, from the heart, I thank you very much. So I think all the Kashuri Bodhisattvas, I thank you on their behalf and behalf Lamashi, who started the organization, and then his own Lama, all that. I think on their behalf, I thank you. Normally, whatever practice you do everyday life, yes, but then particularly here, every single day, whatever you did, thank you very much. So I think everyone, even the cooks in the kitchen and everybody, thank you very much. So now Jato, he's been working so many years for FMD, a long time in Nepal and then Mongolia. How many years Mongolia?
4 years.
4 years Mongolia, and also hard and taught Dharma and developed and then here I don't remember the whole thing. Then built a monastery here. So how long ago? How many years? 1 year?
20 years ago.
20 years ago started. 20 eons. 20 eons ago, right, Doji? 20 eons. 20 eons. So then helping all those ants become monk next life, come to today scheduling. Now the ants next life. So then the Buddhist day, the Sherpas came, they light candles and then were burned. They built again. So the signification, just a significance to say, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. So robes coming soon for England. Robes coming soon for England. Then for you. One is coming from Tibet, one is coming from Nepal, one is coming from India. So, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Teachings have been very valuable. I feel like I'm starting Dharma right now. Many mistakes. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rinpoche.
Thank you very much. Oh yeah.
Teaching.
Yeah, okay. So that's it.
Tu zu zhang xin zhang gen ya wei den zhen jun bei ge sun dong bo de xiao zong ge wei ne men dun zhe ma da sun de jie men dun zhang de zhou.
The Chinese Sangha they requested Vajrasattva Lung. Sorry, I thought I did before some weeks ago. Om Vajrasattva Sattva Samayamana Balaya Vajrasattva Dinavadira Diremeba Sudu Shomeba Subu Shomeba Subakaya Meba Sujamana Meba Sabasida Meba Ta Sawakama Sudamete Tam Chiriyam Guru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavana Savata Takata Beza Mamamza Bezere Beoma Samaya Sattva Om in the short one. Vajrasattva Hum. That's if you recite that 28 times. But if a long one, then 21 times to stop. To trace negative karma with collect with perseverance to stop increasing tomorrow. So if you recite 28 times, then it's really so. If you recite every evening, then it stops the today's karma, negative karma increasing tomorrow. Then also therefore, so that it's so important every day to recite. So that one negative karma, one tiny negative karma, even small, then by multiplying, without Vajrasattva practice, multiplying becomes mountains. Becomes mountains, one negative karma by increasing. So that one negative karma. But then there's so many negative karma in one day, in 1 hour. Also like that, so each one increases mountains when you die. So of course then it goes then it's so heavy it goes to lower even suffering. So therefore the Sabbath becomes so important. So the wise ones wise ones who knows Vajrasattva, even though creating karma very heavy, but because it knows Vajrasattva, so it becomes very small, becomes very small. Foolish ones does not Vajrasattva, so even the negative karma is very light, very small, but multiplying, then it becomes so huge mountains. By the time when you die, also that so limited by Chang, limited by Chung and Che, limited by Chang Chung, limited by Chung and Che, all that the foolish ones they become small, but they become big. So there's the Lama Tsongkhapa did 700,000 Lama Lama Tongaba, Mario, mistake the Casa. This is what Tajipa Buddha. So, Lama Tongaba before going to bed, 700,000 processions with Tajipa Buddha. So, rainfalls of realizations happen, walk out. And then every night, people going to bed, Lama Tongaba 35 times or Tajipa Buddha procession with Tajipa Buddha residing. So then comfortably, as pure monk, comfortably go to bed. You see, you can die. If you die anytime, it's okay. The mind is so happy, comfortable. That's how Lama Tsongkhapa goes to bed. During procession, to put that Buddha by 35 times. So all the simple, they just can you holding then even lifetime to the Bodhisattva also that's a very good idea. Actually, so anyway, so I just mentioned the meaning then, and that's it. And Bodhisattva, I don't remember there's a meaning, there's a translation, but I don't remember now. So the December teacher took care there. To get it, so the Buddha Bodhisattva generate holy mind to get it, Mr. Bodhicitta. To get the drawn call it them, Chile Sundulanganya Techindu. Drawn call it them, Chile Sundulanganya Techindu. 다 기도를 기도를 주장 그래서 두 예배쯤에 준나면 만들어 두 예배쯤에 준나면 만들어 이제 딱도 예수 성라 사람은 쇼 딱도 이제 아니 가서 초당 통원공 원주당 초당 통원 원주당 예생아이 발 하하호 예생아이 발 아니 또 틀리기 대화지 땜바탕 아니 초당 통원 원주당 예생아이 발 there might be missing one, maybe I'm not sure. Never judges. That is the general, by putting each mantra has a meaning, but putting it all together, then how does it sound? The drawn and call it them, drawn and call it them, the transmigrant brings. Call them to be out of samsara. You see, the Bodhisattva is the holy mind. The action to free the samsara beings is from samsara. As we have that pledge. And you would as you have to pledge, temptation to Mandrova. Do not never give up me. Whatever, what I happy or suffer, whatever life I happen turned out, whatever happened. To give it with great happy mind, never give up. To give it to Nayamandra, just guide me with your compassion. Selling it over to the audience, selling it over to the general realizations of how the boom is. So, common sublime realizations. And the Paul is in a pulse, is in a pulse, the private wisdom, the glorification of glorification of high transmission. Never judges, please make it try about that all this in my heart. So I don't remember the short one that should be, but I don't remember now. So that's the meaning of the mantra on your side. The protocol together. Even though pieces has a meaning separately. So I think that's all. Also, thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. Now we go to Jose to bliss oneness. Yeah.
So traditionally we don't do prostrations at the end of a teaching for the independent connection to receive teachings again. So I think you'll need a hand. You'll need a hand. Om Hum Om Om Hoya Ma Sa Ge Na Che Ne Je Na Yende Gije Bonama Tenayama Namna Chemaibu. There might be some announcements.
Tanya's asked that the Karma Yoga people still come today and to do the bowls as normal. The flowers will be coming off the altars at lunchtime, so if people would like to come and take some flowers home, then they can do that at that time. Also, we do need your personal possessions cleared, so because it's late for lunch, to go and have lunch and then come back and do that quickly after lunch. And then also... Kathy's saying you need to do it now. Yeah. They need just straight after lunch. Please don't forget to come and quickly get your things after lunch. Then also people are meeting, the people that are on tea offerings and the SOG people for tomorrow's Long Life Puja, please meet at 7 p.m. tonight here in the Stupa Gompa. And also... just a reminder, during the Long Life Puja, after the Long Life Puja is finished, if those with the blue mats could, we're going to have some blue mats up the front here, but after that, if you could just take the cover off the mat after the Long Life Puja, if you don't mind, of the blue mats, that'd be helpful. Thank you very much.
Just Karma Yoga, look, thank you so much for all your work, but it's not finished yet. It's not over yet. Karma Yoga finishes after breakfast tomorrow, as does the retreat. So people on lunch clean-up today, please stay on and do your lunch cleaning. and washing before you rush off to help with the long life puja. And secondly, this is important, at breakfast tomorrow, which starts at 7 a.m, so breakfast tomorrow is at 7 a.m, to enable the breakfast clean-up crew to finish in time to make it to the long life puja, could you please scrape and stack your dishes as soon as you can, so then that crew can finish and come to the long life puja in time. But